So this is my last full day here at the organic farm. We're going to keep the sheep around, and these pigs are going to breed and be our organic pigs next year. But we're getting rid of our chickens. So we've got a few running around. We lost our tarp on one of these chicken tractors. And I want to just kind of take 5 minutes to explain kind of the story this year, how it came about. So me and Jonathan bought 2 properties in the winter to develop just a different way to farm, and this was one of them. This is 11-acre property. There's about 9 acres of pasture here, and so we tore this pasture up, which was about 5 acres, and we got about 4 of it planted here in row crops. And we were going to get 6 sheep. He brought 13. We just took them all. There was a couple runts. We were going to get 100 chickens. Rural King forgot to cancel an order, so we ended up getting 200 chickens. So we built another tractor, but there's still, I think, like 22 out there. But this is what we did. And this was a last-minute decision to change the schematics. We were going to do this concept on a smaller scale, and I said, screw it. Let's just do it on the entire farm. So, and I just eyeballed this corn. It's not exact. Now we strung the hemp. We got like 1.1 acres of hemp, 1,000 plants, and everything's on this 10-foot schematic. So you've got 10 foot on center or eyeballed, 105-inch gap, and then we cultivated between the crops a couple times. We let the corn get about V4, which is just before knee high, and we spread the C4 grass and lightly cultivated it in. Got a rain, it all came up perfectly, and this grass has grown 4 times. So it was really tall the first time we brought the sheep through. If you remember back, we had the sheep in these little tractors, or sheep Alcatrazes. There's a couple of them over there, and there's one over there. We had 6 of them doubled up. So they've went through this entire farm. The sheep have went through every single row out here and have grazed in between the crops, and that's the biomass. They pushed that down. And then we have 5 chicken tractors follow them. So nearly all this farm has had sheep and chickens parading through that to control this biomass. And what we don't realize, we think everything is a threat in nature. We think when we farm, you see all these monocrops, anything but that one thing is detrimental to that top yield, and we need that top yield to make it work, because you know all the value we're getting, we're exporting it out of countries, we're bringing in all this fertility, and everything's priced to exactly whatever our break even is. And when you kind of shift your paradigm to where you want more things working together, you're a composer of life, then it doesn't really matter if we leave this pasture out here, because we can put some bees out here, and then they can have plenty of honey to increase their population. So next year we can set up a cover crop and have all these plants out here, and it kind of all works together. And if you think this is not scalable, all this stuff can be put bigger, it can be automated. Look up Zach Smith stock cropper. He's moving automatically. We can get rabbit tractors. You know, we've doing this stuff the last 5 years has not only empowered my mind to the possibilities and creativity, but it's connected with all these people that we can plug and play as we want to create what's new. You know, all this stuff can be automated if that's a thing, but we really need to care for the animals every day. So, you know, if this is the only thing that I did or a person did, you know, we could scale this times 20 pretty easily. But anyway, better explanation when you're standing up top. You can see it all. It's not huge, but it was quite an undertaking to plant 4 acres of cover crops with the idea that we're going to manage animals with their mouths to manage it all. And you know, they didn't eat it all, but the way that grows and we snap it down and the way they shred it up, we're getting the livestock underneath the ground to bring that down and build soil. And again, you wouldn't think that way unless you have met the people that I've met. You've been to all these farms, you've seen people give it their all and present and try to persuade the audience to open their mind to what they do. If you can see hundreds of people do that, it's a beautiful thing that we learn together. So as I always say, there are no answers, there's only options. A man's only as faithful as his options. So this is giving me a lot of fulfillment. I was the guy that cried when I sold my animal at the county fair. I was that guy. And now, yeah, we'll be marketing these animals, but it's pretty cool seeing all of them every morning. So, and as I alluded to yesterday, 0 inputs. Yeah, we brought hog manure over here to give us that initial boost, to get that nice vigor, and we cultivated twice here, but we're cognizant of the sun that we're capturing, cognizant of the competitive advantages that we create, and cognizant of just moving and keeping moving it quick enough to preserve the cover crop to come back. And say create, don't compete. But if you can create enough nature, then weeds and all the other stuff can't compete. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. And it's going to be a slow journey to scale this to where we want. But I found that persistence creates, where you want to go. So this is the direction we're wanting to create. And thank you. We'll see you.